This is part 2. Sorry that video cut short. I'll go into it and give you a little explanation here. Being that this is a newer home in an older neighborhood, they've done something that is I cannot stand, and it's called a Flo-well. And what they do in these infill homes is they create Flo-wells where they dig a hole. And I love Flo-wells because they have their right application. Basically, it's an underground stormwater retention system that allows water to hold underground without creating problems for mosquitoes and bugs and percolate into the ground over a period of time. Generally, these are fitted with an overflow pipe that will allow that water to relieve if it gets too high. But in this situation, it's odd that you would see one because there's plenty of gravity going downhill. What should have happened is drain basins and drain pipes should have been put into this area and routed around the wall. This is most likely done for one of two reasons. Either it was a contractor oversight where they built the walls and then realized, wait a minute, this area doesn't drain, let's dig a hole and bury it. But that's not my first guess. My first guess is this is actually a county ordinance, which is outdated and does not apply to this specific situation. You know, a lot of these ordinances are blanket. You just have to do it, and they don't come out to take into account the fact that there's plenty of flow with gravity here on this job site. So they make you put one in, you have to spend thousands of dollars to do it. So we're going to alleviate that problem by putting in the correct drainage, eliminating that flow. I'm actually not going to eliminate it as much as I am going to abandon it. I'm just going to let it be underground. I'm going to put a pipe into it to relieve it as an overflow pipe so that can drain water and it can stop putting pressure. And again, I'm stepping downhill on this lower retaining wall. Now this lower retaining wall is either built better or has just held up better. But this one appears to still be in very good shape. There is a very steep hill that I am walking on right now, and part of the future plans for this job site is to create an outdoor living space. We're going to build another retaining wall, put in a hardscape patio surface, stair access to each side of the house, and just give the homeowners a chance to live outdoors and enjoy the outdoor space. And you can see this is actually the basement up here. This is just pure foundation wall, and what they're experiencing on the inside of the house is a lot of cracks in the foundation, in the flooring of the house. So structurally, I'm not a structural engineer, so let me preface that. I am a mechanical engineer, but I want to point out one thing. Structurally, this appears to be in good shape. It appears to be well built. The floor, though, I can imagine that it is moving because there's probably evidence of improper compaction. One of the solutions to that will be on the interior of the house to do mud jacking, where concrete is pumped into holes underneath the slab to lift the slab, fill the voids where the settling has occurred. And that's actually a pretty economical and permanent solution to this problem. So we come to the last part of the house now, on the back left corner of the house, and you see we've got a really steep hillside. I don't know if the video captures that as much as I can see it here in person, but it would have been a great idea to have the builder actually put in a retaining wall in this area. They didn't, but that's something that we can come in and help. And being that all the other walls are made out of pressure-treated timbers, we're going to do the same thing here and come in and build that retaining wall out of pressure-treated timbers, give them an option in the future to add a staircase to go up. And then when we're all done, we're going to be able to vegetate this area. We're going to bring in high-quality compost, river sand, topsoil blend. We're going to be able to put a final finish grade, hand-raked, removing all the stones and debris, and we're going to be able to seed or sod this lawn so the homeowner can finally eliminate all the erosion problems on the property and have a completed outdoor living space.